morning students. Our new chapter is chapter number first, electrostatics. In electrostatic, our next topic is dipole. What is the dipole? Dipole is the arrangement of two equal and opposite charges when separated by a small distance. Okay. A and B are 2 points at which plus Q and minus Q equal magnitude charge in opposite direction are separated by a small distance. The small distance is considered as a d. Small d is distance parameter. Then this arrangement is called dipole, having 2 poles. Okay. Then dipole moment, another factor is coming here. Dipole moment. Dipole moment is represented by P vector. Actually, dipole moment is a vector quantity. Vector quantity having a particular direction. And what is the direction of dipole moment? Dipole moment is directed from negative to positive. From negative to positive point. It is just opposite to the direction of current. Actually, current is always flowing from positive to negative terminal, but the dipole moment is vary from negative to positive terminal. Okay. Then dipole moment is the, what is the formula of dipole moment? Dipole moment is the multiplication of magnitude of charge. Any charge, actually dipole having two equal magnitude, then magnitude of charge and the separation distance. Separated distance is considered small d, then small d. But in 12th physics, actually the derivations are very lengthy here. So the distance is considered here 2a. Why we consider this 2a? Actually, we have a major derivation, so it is very easy for consideration, for this type of consideration. So E vector dipole moment is equal to charge and the separation 2a. So 2qa is the dipole moment, and the unit of dipole moment is what? Unit of dipole moment. Unit is charge into distance. Charge having unit coulomb, and the separation distance is in MKS. There is meter. Coulomb into meter. Unit of dipole moment is coulomb into meter. So then dipole moment having two types. Actually, on the basis of dipole moment, there are two forms of particles, two forms of even molecules. What are the forms? First is polar form. Then we have polar molecules. And second is non-polar molecules. Non-polar molecules. Those molecules called polar and non-polar. Actually, the molecule which having permanent dipole moment, dipole moment is not equals to 0. Having particular value of dipole moment called polar molecule, and non-polar molecule is what? Non-polar molecule are those molecules which having dipole moment 0, which having 0 dipole moment. So, what is the example of polar and non-polar molecule? Like first example, like CO2 gas. What about the molecule of CO2? Actually, CO2 having linear structure. CO2. Two oxygen atom, one carbon atom, carbon having 4 valency. So here linear structure is here. Then here in carbon 4 electron is in outermost orbit. So plus 2 and plus 2. 4 valencies आप इसको separate कर दीजिए. Then oxygen having -2 negative to positive. So negative to positive having dipole moment P1 vector. And what about here? Negative to positive, again a dipole is here. So having dipole moment, consider P2, but directed from negative to positive, then P2 vector. Two vector are here. Two vector P1 and P2 are here having opposite direction. Like P1 is directed here, P2 is here, and the magnitude of P1 and P2 is equal. Why? Because dipole is similar. Carbon-oxygen bonding. In carbon-oxygen bonding, we all knows what about the separation. Separation is double bonding, and the length of double bonding is also known. So here, though two equal and opposite dipole. So the resultant dipole moment is P1 vector minus P2 vector. So dipole moment is 0. So CO2 is called non-polar molecule. Various example here is here like CH4. CH4 also having symmetrical structure. So the resultant dipole moment is also 0 for CH4. Then what about polar molecule? Actually the molecule which having non-linear structure is example of polar molecule like water molecule. What about water molecule? H2O. Again H, actually the structure of water is non-linear. Non-linear, that means oxygen having minus 2 valency, then minus 1 and minus 1. Hydrogen having plus 1 valency, plus 1 valency. So a dipole is created P1 vector here, and again minus plus, again a dipole P2 vector is created. Similar to CO2, the magnitude of two dipole is here. Again here, the magnitude of two dipole moment P1 and P2 are equal here, but they are oriented by any angle theta degree. So the resultant dipole moment is calculated by these formula which are already studied in 11th class in vector chapter. P1 and P2 are two vectors having orientation theta, then P1 square plus P2 square plus 2P1 P2 cos theta. So the resultant dipole moment never will be 0. So P vector is not equals to 0 here, having permanent dipole moment, so called polar molecule. Next, these are the separation, polar molecule and non-polar molecule. Our next major derivation is the electric field calculation. Actually, we are studying electric field formation. So now we calculate the electric field due to a dipole arrangement. So the next derivation is start. Okay, the next point is electric field calculation due to a dipole arrangement. We draw a diagram here. This diagram is very important. Actually, the whole derivation is based on this diagram. We have an axis here at 2 points here. A and B are 2 points at where the dipole is arranged. Dipole is what about dipole? Plus Q charges and minus Q charges are separated by a small distance. So, as I told you, the separation is considered 2A. So, look at this. Here, at the midpoint of A and B, origin O is considered. So, the separation of OA is A. Actually, O is the midpoint, then divided it in equal two parts. So, small a and small a part. Okay, then our next target is the electric field calculation on axial axis. Actually, a dipole is here and this is the axis of dipole. So, consider a target point, a observation point P on the axial axis. Actually, this is the first part of electric field calculation. Electric field on axis of dipole. Axis of dipole called axial axis, called axial electric field, represented by EA. Okay, this is represented by EA. This is the big derivation, and consider a target point small p is here on the axial axis. The separation of P from origin O is always a position vector. Consider R vector. Consider it R vector. OP vector is considered small r vector. Okay, this is a arrangement of dipole on x-axis, axial axis. Now, what about the electric field direction here? Actually, this is a lengthy diagram. What about the direction of electric field? As I told you earlier, the electric field direction due to positive charge is outward. These are the electric force of lines due to positive charge. Outward electric field direction, even uniform electric field is generated by point charge, but here a positive charge is here and we are calculating electric field only on axial axis. So the direction of electric field is like this. These are outward away from P point. So EA. Consider it E1. Consider it E1. Even this is the electric field due to positive charge. So consider it E plus. Okay, at point P, direction of electric field due to positive charge is outward. And what about direction of electric field due to negative point charge? Actually, the electric force of lines due to negative point charge is directed inward uniformly inside the sphere, like this, inside the sphere. Okay, this is the direction of electric field due to negative charge. So, negative charges attract the electric force of lines. So, here negative charge is here and on the axial axis it is directed towards the negative charge. So towards the negative charge we only draw it along P point. So, the electric force of lines, the direction of electric field due to negative charges towards the negative charge and away due to positive charge. So here at point P, two electric field are oppositely directed. So the resultant electric field due to a dipole arrangement is E vector. I write it here. E vector, resultant electric field on axial axis is E1 या EA vector and directed oppositely from each other. So the resultant vector is E plus negative of E minus vector. Equation 1. And now our next target is to calculate E plus and E minus separately. So the formula of electric field, I write here, the formula of electric field due to a point charge is always KQ upon R square. K, the magnitude of charge and the separation. So here, the electric field due to positive charge. Students, we only write here the magnitude form, okay? And the vector form is put in equation 1. Okay? Then E plus electric field is what? KQ upon separation distance का square. Q, where is plus positive Q? Positive Q is here and the target point या observation point is point P. So we calculating the electric field at point P. So the separation between AP square. And what about E negative? E negative is also KQ. We not consider here negative charge Q. Why? Because the direction concept is considered here. Okay, KQ. And the separation square. The negative Q is here and the target point is P here. So the separation is BP square. Equation number 2. So next is from diagram we are calculate AP is equal to and BP is equal to. What about AP? Look at this. AP. Actually OP is the small r. Here a small section is a small a. So the resultant AP is R minus A. Okay. So AP is R minus A. And what about BP? BP is what? Actually PO is small r and the small section is small a. Then we add both of these segments like this. So BP is R plus A. Equation number 3 considered and put the value from equation 3 into equation number 2. So E plus, we write it here, E plus is equal to KQ upon R minus A square. Here AP is and E minus is equals to KQ upon R plus A ka square and consider it equation number 4. So our last step is E plus and E negative value. We are putting E plus and E minus value from equation 4 into equation number 1. So from equation 4 to 1 we put it. So the resultant axial electric field is equal to, we are calculating electric field in magnitude form. The direction concept is considered at the last. So E plus negative of E minus. So KQ upon R minus A square minus of KQ upon R plus A square. Next step is KQ. KQ is common factor. So KQ is common. 1 upon R minus A square negative of 1 upon R plus A square. So we take an LCM here. KQ. Then due to next calculation, R plus A square. Both two terms is here. Then the cross connection is here. Cross number arises. R plus A square minus of R minus A square. Then the next is we open the whole square term. R square plus A square plus 2RA. Negative sign is here, so negative sign is here. Then R square plus A square negative 2RA. Divided by here square, whole square is here, but here R minus A and R plus A. It is the we combine this R plus A and R minus A with this formula R square minus A square. It is similar like A plus B and A minus B are A square minus B square, and the whole square term is here, so the whole square is here. Next, negative positive cancel. Positive 2Ra, negative and negative is positive. So positive 2Ra is also here. 2Ra plus 2Ra is equal to 4Ra. So KQ 4Ra divided by R square minus A square whole square. This is the formula of electric field on axial axis. Now we reduce this term. What is the reason of reduction? Actually, we earlier said the separation between dipole positive and negative is small. Then 2a is the separation, I mean small a is the separation. So the observation point is very far from dipole. So the observation point small r is very greater and the separation is very small. So we use here the concept of binomial theorem. Binomial is what about binomial? Actually, when we are not going in deeply, but small r is greater than small a because of definition of dipole moment. So r square minus a square is nearly equal to only r square because small a separation is very small and here is small small term having square. So this is very neglect. So only r square is here and the last derivation term is EA is equal to K. Look at this. We are also arrange this term. How we arrange this? 4 is equal to 2 and 2. 4 can be set as a 2 and 2 and 1 2a with Q is called dipole moment. Like this 2QA is dipole moment and small r and 2 into r is separate, remaining term is 2r divided by, what about here, r square minus a square. R square minus a square is similar to only reduce to r square. So r square is here, but this term having square form, so again a square is here. Now this bracket is a dipole moment p vector. So not vector consider, only p, here we consider only p term. So k constant, k is electrostatic constant, so k constant, p dipole moment and 2r. 2 is also here, 2r. Here r having 4 power and r having 1 power. So 4 power is reduced to r cube. This is the last and the final electric field on axial axis is 2 kp upon r cube. 2 kp upon r cube is the last answer. It is the electric field at point P. This is the point P, observation P. But P is dipole moment here. Okay, having particular dimension, particular unit and particular value. This is the electric field on axial axis. Okay. axial axis, we obtain formula 2kp upon r cube. A graphical arrangement and a small questions are arises here. The electric field due to a point charge. Electric field due to a point charge is kq upon r square. I mean very inversely at the square term. I mean E is inversely proportional to r square due to a point charge. Due to a single point charge. But due to a dipole arrangement, electric field is very. Electric field due to a dipole is very 1 upon r cube. Cubical power of separation distance. Okay. A small 1 marks question. This is the answer of a small 1 mark question. And the graphical arrangement of electric field vary with position r is inversely proportional. It is a hyperbolic in nature. So a hyperbolic term is here. E is inversely proportional to r cube. This is the dipole moment due to an electric field. Okay. Then our next target is the electric field calculation on equatorial axis, not on axial axis. Actually, this is the axial direction of a dipole, but at the perpendicular direction. At the perpendicular of this axis, there is the equatorial axis, and our next derivation is the electric field calculation on equatorial axis. So only in diagram, only this part is removed. Only a target observation point is at equatorial axis. Okay. P point on equatorial point, and consider OP as a small r. A dipole is at 2A, small a section and small a section. This is the equatorial axis. So thus we calculate the dipole electric field due to electric field on equatorial axis. Equatorial axis. Consider this symbol as a EQ. Okay, consider it as a EQ. So our next target is to calculate EQ. The diagrammatical arrangement is here. In this diagram, we consider the direction of resultant electric field due to positive charge and electric field due to negative charge. Look at this. Electric field due to positive direction, positive charge is away from positive charge. That means this is the axis, and away from, that means E plus vector. And due to negative charge, we also combined it, and due to negative charges attract the electric force of lines, I mean along the axis. E negative, here electric field, here two electric field E plus and E minus are arranged at particular angle. Even these are arranged at 90-degree angle. These are at 90-degree angle, and the resultant lies between them. Equatorial electric field resultant lies here between two vector. So here OA is a small a again, OP is a small r, and what about this? This is a right angle triangle here. base, right angle triangle concept is here. Base is small a, height is small r, and the hypotenuse of right angle triangle is r square plus a square. Okay. Similar BOP is again a right angle triangle. Small a, small r, and the hypotenuse is again r square plus a square root of r square plus a square. Right angle triangle concept is here. Consider this orientation as a theta angle. So here a intersection line is here which is intersect parallel to axis. These are the parallel axis, equatorial axis, and these is, so theta is also here a angle similar to this is also a theta. So it is also a theta. Then theta is the orientation angle. Here we consider the vector concept is here. In this vector concept, right angle triangle concept is also here. We draw separately this part. P point, equatorial axis electric field, a vector E plus is here at theta angle, and E minus is here again at theta angle. So the resultant electric field, we having a horizontal component. We having a horizontal component of E plus at equatorial axis is what? E plus. Horizontal component is always cos theta. And again E minus also having horizontal component. Again E minus cos theta. So E minus cos theta is also here. These two components are directed along the same direction. So the resultant electric field vector on equatorial axis at point P, okay, at point P is due to E plus and E minus having cos theta horizontal component directed along the same direction. So these two vectors are add. So E plus cos theta and E minus cos theta. E plus cos theta and E minus cos theta. These two components are add because of same direction. This is considered as a new equation for new derivation, equation number 1. Now our target is to calculate E plus and E minus. So from diagram, E plus, due to positive point charge particle having electric field at target point kq upon r square is what? Kq upon distance ka square. Distance is what? AP square. And similarly E minus also having kq and distance ka square. Distance is what? About distance of negative charge from target point is BP. And BP is the hypotenuse form. AP is also a hypotenuse of right angle triangle. So AP is equal to under root of r square plus a square is similar to the BP. BP is also r square plus a square. So we put here E plus is equal to kq upon r plus a, and E minus is also square and square. This whole square is cancelled with this under root concept. R square plus a square, and E minus is also kq r square plus a square. Look at this equation. Equation number 2 is here. Equation number 2 having E plus and E minus at same magnitude. So we put it here. Equation number 1. Equation 2 value is putting in equation number 1. So E equatorial is equal to E plus and E minus are same. So we add them. Add them means 2E plus cos theta. And the same term 2kq upon r square plus a square cos theta. Okay, what about cos theta? cos theta is calculated by this right angle triangle. These are two same values right angle triangle. So cos theta is calculated by the concept of right angle triangle. We use this trick लाल बटे कक्का. Yeah. Even you can also use your trick also, and then according to my trick, cos theta is base upon hypotenuse. So cos theta is equals to base upon hypotenuse. Cos theta is equals to base is small a and hypotenuse is under root of r square plus a square. So cos theta is put it here 2k cube. Cos theta is small a upon under root of r square plus a square, and r square plus a square with single power is here plus a square. We combine these two terms. It is 1 by 2 term r square plus a square, root having 1 by 2 term, half term, and here a full term, I mean 1 term. 1 plus 1 by 2 is equal to 3 by 2 term. So 2k cube, even 2 is also put it here, cube 2a, we combine 2a upon r square plus a square whole power is 3 by 2. Electric field on equatorial axis. This is p dipole moment. As I told you earlier, it is p dipole moment, and here r square plus a square raised to the power 3 by 2. We also use the concept of binomial is also here r square plus a square. Actually a is very small, so r square term is also small, is considered as only r square term, because the separation of dipole moment is very small, so small term will be neglected here. So only r square is here. So equatorial is equals to kp upon only r square is here having power 3 by 2. So 2 is cancelled with this square term to kp upon r cube. So the electric field on equatorial axis is kp upon r cube. What is the observation here? On axial axis, electric field is 2 kp upon r cube, but on equatorial axis only kp upon r cube is the formula. Again having the same graphical, equatorial axis also having r cube as inversely proportional, so hyperbolic nature is also here, and the equatorial and the ratio of axial electric field with equatorial is 2:1. So axial axis is 2, equatorial axis ratio of 2 electric field. Equatorial axial axis is 2 kp upon r cube, and on equatorial axis is 2 kp upon r cube. So the resultant ratio is EA is to EQ is equals to 2:1. Students, we also having the basic derivation to prove EA is to EQU is equals to 2:1. The whole derivations is here. This is the derivation of equatorial axis, and we use the concept of right angle triangle also here. Thank you very much.